We've been born there, we've been raised there, we've grown up there, we've married there, we're raising our children now there. They're now products of our alma mater. So it's a family affair in the Lower Richland community. And I think that that is one of the things that this foundation was working to really establish, was a sense of community. Where we saw the village disappearing and fading away, we decided to recreate the village.
The Alumni Foundation met with me at the beginning of the school year, 2020-2023. One of the things that helped me or made me feel a little bit comfortable is that I knew that I had some support from the alumni. So they have been very supportive. One of the first things that we did was I was invited to their gala. Before I even entered in the first year as the principal of Lower Richland High School, I was able to meet some of the alumni, and the first thing that they stated was, "I'm here to help. We're here to help you."
Wendell Sumter, I'm a proud graduate of the class of 1986 of Lower Richland High School. I'm pastor of Zion Mill Creek Baptist Church. And I'm also Assistant Superintendent for Human Resources for Chester County School District. I became affiliated through actually the Lower Richland Black and Gold Gala, attending first of all, several of them, and then of course, I believe being coerced into taking over the Black and Gold Gala. We took the challenge, and ever since then, it's been a remarkable experience to not just be a part of the Lower Richland Black and Gold Gala, but to be a part of the other facets of the Alumni Foundation as well.
When we started our other signature event, which is the Black and Gold Gala, this was just an opportunity to recognize the matriarchs and the patriots of our community. You know, so often you see in the city and around the country people celebrating those amongst them that have labored. And, you know, why can't we celebrate those in our community that have done so much, have done so well for our community? So here comes Black and Gold Gala. It's an opportunity for us as Diamonds to dress up, of course, in black and gold, have a good time with our classmates, great music, great food. But that was an effort to help raise money as well for scholarships.
I think the most important part about the gala is the fact that we take an opportunity to come together as a community and celebrate those who have graduated from Lower Richland High School or in our community who are doing great things for our community. And to me, that's the highlight. Everything from the moment you walk in to the moment you leave has been phenomenal. But the most important part is the fact that those we recognize get the recognition that they deserve.
We also started doing our Lifetime Achievement Awards. And these were individuals that, the board of directors of the foundation felt that, you've done something, you've labored in such a way that we were here, but now we're in this new place because of you. So we honored people like the late Representative Jimmy Bales for all that he's done to help promote education and to make sure and ensure that the schools in the rural community was never forgotten in the General Assembly. We've honored Senator Darrell Jackson, who's a trooper for education and for this rural community, making sure that our lives are enhanced. We honored Bernice G. Scott, former councilwoman of 30 years, who's just a fighter. and has done some great things to make sure clean water was coming into the rural area, to make sure sewer was in the area, and just, the list goes on and on of individuals that we can talk about. Our Sheriff Leon Lott was also honored, and his work as the leader here, making sure that there was a police substation in the rural community, ensuring that law enforcement was in our community, has been a plus. A lot of the community engagement activities and the DARE programs at our schools with our students, helping to encourage them to say no to drugs, to stay away from gang violence, and just to make positive contributions in society.
Lower Richland community is a proud community, and Lower Richland High School has been a foundation, and their alumni association does great things in the community. And to recognize me with that Lifetime Achievement Award was a highlight of my career. I really appreciate it, what all they've done, and the fact that they've recognized the great work that Richland County Sheriff's Department has done. So I was very honored to receive that award.
My name is Hank Burris. I'm an attorney in Columbia, South Carolina, and I graduated from Lower Richland High School in 1986. I recently was able to reconnect with the Lower Richland Alumni Foundation through a fellow graduate who reached out to me to let me know about the Black and Gold Gala. I was able to attend this gala and actually was able to receive an award, and had a great time reconnecting with fellow graduates, classmates, guys that I played football and soccer with, and we had a great night of reminiscing and telling old war stories. I look forward to being involved with the Lower Richland Alumni Foundation in the future. I'd like to give back to a community that really poured into me as a young adult, and I hope to do the same for recent graduates as well as current students at Lower Richland.
And then you also had Diamond Festival, which was converted from Diamond Day. It was started by the great Sally Lakin, who at that time was our parent liaison at the high school. She was doing something called Diamond Day. And one day she came to me and she says, if anybody can get some funding to make this bigger, it's you. So she and I put our heads together and we started planning, and we decided to change the name from Diamond Day to Diamond Festival.
Bottom line is, kids want to be a part of things. They're either going to be a part of negative things or positive things. So what transformed in Lower Richland through Diamond Fest was just a mass exhibition of excellent music, food. It was a great time to be associated with the Lower Richland community.
That event alone has hailed some of the greatest gospel singers. There is your Todd Delaney, your Vashawn Mitchell, Jacqueline Carr.
Hi there everybody, I'm Jacqueline Carr, and I'm going to be celebrating with the Lower Richland Alumni Foundation at their annual Diamond Festival, May 17th. Listen, it's going to be a powerful experience. Everyone is welcome. Please make plans to join us as we come together to lift up the name of Jesus. I'm excited, and I will see you there.
The John P. Key, Beverly Crawford, Vicki Winans, and the list goes on and on and on. Last year, James Fortune, Edward Busterfield. So we've brought in some great artists, and even our local talent, John Lakin, who has been a part of this project for many years, even from the beginning of Diamond Festival. But what made Diamond Festival even very special is that we were able to provide scholarships for our students, and that was big.
Hello everyone, my name is Cheryl Wilson, and I'm a 2022 recipient for the Lower Richland Alumni Scholarship. Currently, I go to South Carolina State University, and I'm in my second semester of my sophomore year. My college experience has been amazing. Of course, everybody thinks college is about partying, which you will do, but your grades definitely come first. My first semester, I made all A's and 1B. My second semester, I had all A's, and currently in this semester, I have all A's too. I want to thank the Lower Richland Alumni Foundation for all they have done for me last year. It definitely helped with my tuition, and I'm so grateful for this opportunity today to speak about how they have impacted me, and I know they'll impact many others. Thank you, Lower Richland Foundation.
Hi to the Lower Richland Alumni Foundation. My name is Tyon Ross, a 2022 recipient. I am currently enrolled at Clemson University to get my bachelor's in electrical engineering. My first year went very well. My first semester was okay. I had to learn the study habits and just learn how to adapt to this whole college thing because it is different than high school. My second semester went very well. I had fun. I met a lot of people. Right now I am actually at Clemson University doing a summer engineering program, and it is also going well. So thank you for last year's opportunity. I will continue to excel at Clemson University, so not only will I be a proud Lower Richland alumni, I will also be a proud Clemson alumni from Lower Richland. Thank you.
I'm Major Retired Darrell Kelly, and I had the opportunity to serve as the Senior Army Instructor for Lower Richland High School Army JROTC from 2009 to 2020. Now, I didn't know a lot about Lower Richland, the Lower Richland community, the high school, or any of the historical value of that. So I was excited to learn as much as I have through the foundation about the history of Lower Richland and the Lower Richland community. The Army JROTC in general works on a premises of motivating young people to become better citizens. Now, we use Army values, proven leadership values through military careers to prepare and train students to go out into the community and reach their full potential. And the foundation provided a rich opportunity for our kids and cadets to get out into the community and really learn through service how to become a better citizen and reach their full potential. I had no history, no knowledge about the Diamond Festival or tailgating or many of the events that the foundation sponsors and supports within the community. But one of my first days on at Lower Richland, I met Miss Cheryl Harris in the hallway. And after a brief introduction to Miss Harris, she was very adamant in introducing me to Diamond Festival. We immediately went to work preparing for Diamond Festival, and throughout my entire tenure at Lower Richland High School, our cadets were very involved with Diamond Festival, as well as other events, but specifically Diamond Festival. We did everything from parades to color guards to even singing the national anthem to hosting the individuals coming in as providing the dignitaries with their seats and just a host of different activities surrounding Diamond Festival. One of the things that I think the foundation really does outstanding, again, I'm not a native of here. I wasn't a product of Lower Richland High School. And so what the foundation did for me and the staff that I work with, they provided us the history. The history is critical. And they provided that to the students so the students could understand their value, where they came from, and how that impacts who they are today and what they can be tomorrow. And the foundation did that every day, regularly, consistently.
My name is Galena Patton, and I'm affiliated with Lower Richland Alumni Foundation through my late husband, David Patton. He was a graduate of Lower Richland High School. The projects that David was related to with the Lower Richland Alumni Foundation were the Diamond Festival. He was the MC for the Diamond Festival, I believe, from its inception. That's what he did. And then after his death, then that's when I took on the David Patton Scholarship that is associated with the foundation.
I remember having a conversation with the late David Patton, who served as our master of ceremony for several years, say to me that, we could take this to the moon if we wanted to. And I remember him saying, that's what's up. And I can honestly say, even though David is gone, that spirit of that's what's up still exists amongst us when it comes to Diamond Festival. We had started the inception of the Alumni Tailgate, which has just blown up now that it's an annual mega event in our community.
My time with the LR Foundation and the Alumni Tailgate has taught me that truly anything is possible. A lot of times in communities that are primarily communities of color, lower socioeconomics, for some reason there's a myth that these communities can't achieve academically and we put that to rest.
Basically, how I became a part of the foundation is just hearing about a lot of the really good stuff the foundation was doing in the Lower Richland community through one of the founding members, Cheryl Harris, and Cleveland Wilson. What we're doing is a segue or a foundation of a lot of other great things to come in our community as it relates to tailgate.
Hi, my name is Minnie Green. I'm with the Lower Richland Reckoning Crew, which is headed by Councilwoman retired Bernice G. Scott. I'm also a 1975 graduate of Lower Richland High School. 32 years ago, Ms. Scott organized the Reckoning Crew. One of the areas that she focused on after she organized the group was the Senior Healthcare and Fun Day. And she started this because there were so many seniors in our area, low income, and needed assistance. So annually she would have this luncheon, which is now held at Seawells, to do giveaways, provide health care information for the seniors in our area.
My name is Valerie Presley. I am a Lower Richland alumni, graduated in 1990. And basically my role in the community, I love serving the community, working with the seniors. That's one of my big things that I do in the community every year.
We partner every year with the annual senior events that are hosted at Seawells with the Wrecking Crew and the Tri-City Visionaries organization to make sure that we have nice items to give our families.
The Lower Richland Alumni was one of the groups that partnered with us in assisting with giving prizes, providing things such as heaters, paper towel, toiletries, things that seniors need that some people count not important, but it is important to the seniors. So we appreciate the Lower Richland Alumni Foundation partnering with us.
It started out in Eastover, South Carolina, working with seniors. And what really gave me the passion to do this was, I remember my grandmother. She used to be at that center. And just to watch her come home, excited about the different crafts and the different activities that they had. That made me want to, really started working with the community again, once she passed. I was thankful to have the Lower Richland Foundation help me sponsor a senior ball.
We are so grateful for all that they do, and for the many years they've been consistent in showing us the love. I'm a senior myself, so I really appreciate them coming in. And I'm speaking on behalf of all the seniors from the Hopkins, Gadsden, Eastover area as well.
Before my grandmother passed, she was the last queen that was crowned for that ball. The Lower Richland Foundation was able to help me with my DJ, because I had a DJ where the seniors can come and dance to music of their era. So they were able to help me with the DJ. They helped me with the door prizes. And like I said, working with them with projects like that, working with them, doing arts and crafts.
You might be a senior citizen, but we stand on your shoulders.
Always love on your seniors, love on your founders.
Hello, I'm Jovan Milford. I am the percussion instructor here for Drummers Academy. I'm located here in Hopkins, South Carolina. All right, so everybody is still the same. We're still clapping how many beats? 4. I became affiliated with the Lower Richland Drum Academies by a person, Ms. Harris, contacted me weeks ago and said that they was looking for a person with some skill set that could teach some young individuals. So the reality about the Drummers Academy is impacting minds through music. One of my philosophies is to inspire first, educate, and make music. And so through those philosophies, we're able to train these students to be powerful good in the 21st century through music. During the sessions that I've taught so far, I've seen a huge drastic change in the matriculation of just understanding the science behind music, which is the theory. The theory is basically the science behind music. How do you count these rhythms? How do you identify note values? So today, one of the things that we work on is identifying note values, which is the ABCs and 1, 2, 3s of music. And so far, the students has been doing a phenomenal job.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
When we first conversed about even putting this camp together, one of the scenarios that I mentioned is that you got to have passion. It has to be something that, number one, that you want to do. But then also, I think this camp was always beneficial to a lot of students simply because in percussion, it's a practical thing that we typically do with our hands. And so I believe through that practice, we could get these students of all ages who just had a passion, who just want to learn and play and make music. Everybody good? See, it's not bad. See, now you're learning how to read music. You're learning how to read the music.
I am Justin Jackson.
I'm Janice Jackson, Justin's mother.
I'm Henry Jackson, Justin's father.
The reason I signed Justin up for the free programs that was offered by the Lower Richland Alumni was because, first of all, it was free. And I asked him, did he want to do any of those things, and he wanted to. And so we signed him up so he could get that free experience. He first did the photography program, and then he's now in the piano lessons as well.
I enjoyed the photography program. It helped me learn how to use a camera. I've used the camera I have at home to take pictures of family gatherings and also friends. So far it is good. It helped me learn how to use my right and left hand for the piano and all the different notes for those.
Well, I feel really good that I know that he's doing that good, with the programs and everything, and that he's enjoying the programs.
It makes me feel very good to know that, the fellow alumni are doing this for our children.
I plan on open up a photography business and take photos for gatherings or any events. And piano, I might play that on the side for a church.
I just want to thank the program for giving him this opportunity.
My name is Jordan Floyd. I'm a senior at Lower Richland High School. As of now, I'm 17 years old.
My name is Jacob Floyd. I'm an 11th grader and I go to LR.
I'm a part of the piano lessons. We started where we'll come into class, introduce ourselves, and then we get our books and then we start playing the piano, learning the lessons from there.
What we did in the class was a lot of learning how to use the keys and stuff. Started from A, B, and C, and E, and G, and stuff like that. It was a really great experience.
I wanted to take my piano lesson skills to the next level. I wanted to take it where production level wise, as I grow up and lift up those skills, I can take it to a higher level in my life. As a singer, as a piano player, I can combine those abilities together and create something greater in the future.
What I plan to do in the future with my skills is, I already play guitar, so just learning how to play about every instrument, that should be very helpful for the future. So if I plan to go into a music career, that would be great.
The way how the piano lessons hit me, I would like other people to join it as well. So I'll say this experience was the best experience in 2023, and I would ask everybody just to try it out.
I feel like it was great for everybody to experience this class because everybody likes music in general. And I feel like in a piano class where anybody could really come in and learn how to use the keys is a very good thing.
I would say my two instructors was just excellent teachers. One of them was the pianist and one of them was the vocalist. So we would start where we learned the piano and we put our fingers on the keys, we learned day by day. And then we would switch it up in the middle of the class. We would do the vocals. And then at the end of the day on Fridays, we'll do it both at the same time, where we both fluent with the keys and our voice at the same time, using both of the instruments that we were given naturally for us to use.
Both the teachers was great teachers, honestly. They were very respectful, they wasn't rude, and they really taught what they learned to us so we could be able to use it as well, and I think that was good.
I am thankful for the foundation because it just is going to take me up to the next level, and I appreciate that. I just think that learning new skills is just the key to the future and unlocking what you have, like good ideas and good potential as your character. I really feel like it builds that up. So I'm very thankful for this foundation and this program, and I would want everybody else to experience it. So yeah.
I'm very thankful for this program because it broke me out of my shell of talking to people. This foundation really helped me because anybody could just walk in, come in, and learn piano. I just think it's really helpful for the Richland community.
We decided to go beyond the school walls, but to go in the community and partner with other businesses and organizations, with the South Carolina Realtors Association and WFMV, with hosting and supporting home buyer seminars.
My association with the foundation came through Ms. Harris. We started out together, I don't want to start counting the years, but a few years back, more than 20 years ago, I would almost imagine. After a couple of minutes with Cheryl, you find out that you either all in or all out in one way or one sense. And we ended up, forming a relationship that basically transcended the relationship between the organization and the radio station, and it's been quite an incredible journey. The Home Buyers Fair that we do at Lower Richland High School every year now for the last 5 or 6 years, the primary sponsor was focused on the Lower Richland community and developing housing and providing opportunities for home ownership in this area.
To make sure that young people, young couples could go in and get, loans to purchase their first home versus going into the rental market.
And it made almost a perfect fit. And with a couple of phone calls, we found out that the relationship would then work in reverse. As we were doing things for the organization, we found out that there was a way that the organization could bless us, bless our primary sponsor, and then bless those homeowners or potential homeowners that are in the Lower Richland area. Our mission is to be a blessing to the community. Getting out into the community is something that the association and foundation gave us the opportunity to do.
My name is Cheryl. I'm a graduate of LR class of 2020, and I'm a barber. I was a part of the Back to School Bash, cutting hair, and I was holding simple and meaningful conversations with the kids. And I let it do it because I'm from Gaston, South Carolina, and we only got one gas station. We just got a Dollar General. So it's really like a small area, so you don't see a lot. So, I ride horses, I do a lot, so I like to introduce it to other people, most especially the kids, because it can mean a lot. Because it's something that really changed my life, and it made me have a different aspect on life. While I was cutting hair at the Back to School event, it made me feel good because I seen the kids, they had a big smile when they left my chair, and some of them hadn't seen themselves look that good in a minute, so it made me feel better knowing that I could make them feel better. If I got the car, I definitely would come back because there's more lives to be changed, I just want to be a positive impact in my community. I also encourage anyone who is in the same profession as me, or any way that they can give back, to do so.
Hey, my name is Bernard Hardison, and I'm from the local area of Hopkins, and my title is a chef. I graduated in the year of 2018. So sponsoring and helping with the Back to School Bash was definitely a huge honor. It's something I always dreamed of growing up. I always wanted to give back to the community, and I figured what much better time to do it for a Back to School Bash for my old stomping grounds. Even just catering just hot dogs and buns just meant a lot to me, just meant a lot to me. I'm definitely appreciative and thankful and grateful to be able to get a phone call, because I'm sure there's plenty of other people who could have been called to take on the task. But I'm just very excited and happy that I could contribute to the community some kind of way.
My name is Ira Thomas. I work for the Richland County Recreation Commission, and I am the recreation supervisor for the Lower Richland community. I was approached a few months back by Ms. Harris and some members of the Lower Richland Community Alumni Foundation about possibly starting a gaming project in the Lower Richland community at a few of our sites. We had conversations, we had a few meetings, and their mission lined up exactly with what we were already trying to do. We saw there was a need for more resources for our youth and our teenagers in the community, so we came up with an idea of implementing gaming zones throughout the Lower Richland community.
This is a great opportunity for you all as young people to know that there are people investing in you and your future. And I don't want you to ever forget that you got parents and loved ones and family members that care about you, but this Diamond family will always have your back. They can enjoy their own gaming center. So thank you, and young people, y'all enjoy it, okay?
So gaming is another component of recreation, and along with the Alumni Foundation, we thought it would be a great idea to bring it in our community. Not only does it help build character for young people, but it also helps them with social skills, leadership skills, and also problem-solving skills. So these gaming systems, we identified 4 locations in the Lower Richland community: Coffin Road Park, Eastover Park, Bluff Road Park, and Hopkins Park.
What's some of your favorite games? Okay.
The Lower Richland Alumni Foundation, along with the Recreation Commission, pretty much have some of the same goals, same mission. We want to do things for our community. We want to see our kids be successful, and working together. We look forward to doing great things in the future along with the Alumni Foundation, and look forward to doing great things in the future.
My name is Jonathan Phillips, and I am a 6th grade science teacher at Southeast Middle School. I received my grant while I actually had my students in the library, giving them a reward for good behavior. I like to take them to our library and let them play games. And while we were in there, I was working on my laptop, and a group of people came in singing and clapping and just making all kinds of noise in the library, which is very disrespectful. No, I'm just kidding. But they were coming in, they were singing and having a great time, and I was like, what is this for? And then they walked up to me and handed me an envelope that had a check in it that would help me with classroom expenses and incentives and so on. I used the money from my check to be able to provide like a weekly incentive for the kids, and whichever of my 4 classes is the best behaved, or if they tie for the best behaved, as far as like limited disruptions and so on, I reward that class either with, chips, popsicles, time outside, things like that, and keep them, competing for who can be the best learners, who can really show focus when it's time to focus. And I found that that's been very helpful, and the money that the Lower Richland Alumni Foundation has given to me has helped out with that. My favorite part of being a teacher at Southeast has been, and in the community in general, has been how connected the community is and how much everybody cares for one another, looks out for one another, and everybody's willing to go the extra mile to lift up these kids. And I really appreciate the Lower Richland Alumni Association helping me out with that money, because that's just one more part of the community that's getting some help that it needs.
My name is Charles D. Curitan. I am the proud pastor of the Friendship Baptist Church, where we love God, where we live God's word, and we love God's people. Well, if I could tell you about the partnership between Lower Richland Alumni Association and the Lower Richland High School, I believe it's a beautiful partnership. It's something I've been praying for ever since the Lord called me to the church over 6 years ago, and to build that bridge between our schools and the church. Well, it's one thing for us to say something, it's another thing for us to see something. We do everything from We give away scholarships to the high school seniors, $300 scholarships, right? So here it is. They get, $300 may not be much to some people. I remember when I was going to college, it was a lot. It can help them with their dorm supplies, toiletries, whatever they may need to prepare them, for the future. We only ask them one thing. We ask them to do a one-page essay to tell us about what your plans are for the future. It doesn't limit colleges. If you're going to vocational school, if you're taking on a trade, wherever it is, we don't exclude anybody, because everybody's path may not be college. And which is great, because the school right across the street, we're training firefighters. We have kids that are going to cosmetology, that's graduating with their cosmetology degree right at Lower Richland High School. So it's a lot of different things that we're trying to affect the children, because at the end of the day, we may not change everybody's trajectory, but if we change one person's trajectory, we've done enough. I just want to say thank you so much for allowing us to partner with you all to impart something in a community that means so much to so many. I'm a transplant from there, but I feel like that the Lower Richland community has opened its arms to me and my family, and I'm just excited to see what God is going to do through you all and through us as we continue to work together and partner together for the future.
How I became affiliated with the Alumni Association, I'm one of the coaches for the Crawford Road Patriots, and our president, Kevin Corbett, he went out and solicited funds to help us get uniforms and stuff, and uniforms and equipment for our cheerleaders and our players. For each uniform, if I'm correct, if just a jersey alone would probably cost somewhere between $35 and $65 for each player. And for the uniforms for our cheerleaders, it's a little bit more. Those funds that was we received from the Lower Richland Alumni help our players where the uniforms that we were using were kind of small, and help those players receive those uniforms. That's where the parents wouldn't have to pay for those uniforms. I would just personally like to say thank you for my parents, for my players, for my cheerleaders, and for the people that run this organization.
Good evening, how are you doing? My name is Mark Davis. I'm the head football coach at Hopkins Middle School. We're the Hopkins Eagles. I've been there for 4 years. I'm also a ED teacher at Hard Hill Elementary School, where this is my 4th year. I've been with Richland School District 1 for 21 years. I took over a program that was underachieved. They had disciplinary problems, academic problems, and like I told my parents, the way I'm gonna build this program is off academics, because I believe that what you do in the classroom matriculates to the field. In my 4 years, and every year I averaged 35 players, not one D or F. Because if you had a D or F, I put you off the team until you got that grade removed off of your report card or off your progress report. Because like I told them and I told the parents, if your child gets to that level, the level of being a student athlete, let's emphasize student, they get to that level, and we have schools coming in to look at them, they gotta ask 2 questions. First, your character. Second, your GPA. I was at LR for 23 years coaching. I moved down to the middle school to go and set the foundation so they will understand the importance when they get to high school. Lower Richland Alumni Foundation, I didn't have to go to them. They came to me. They said, what can we do? And when somebody comes to you, you don't know what to say. And they just like, don't worry about it, we got it. And all of a sudden, we got a phone call. Hey, listen. This date, can't remember the date. We have a whole movie theater rent out for you guys, all the snacks, everything, because of your accomplishments, and also because of what you're doing to bring this community together, because of your efforts of performing not only in the classroom but also on the field.
My name is Stephen English, and I graduated from Lower Richland in 1988. I became affiliated with the Lower Richland Alumni Foundation through Mrs. Harris when I started working at Lower Richland, and before actually when I was at Northeast. She needed a connection to the community, to the kids that, I had a relationship with, via basketball wise. And that was a way for her to, share her message, and then I could share it with the students and then get them involved with the Alumni Foundation, so that when they graduate, they can become a part of the foundation as well. My contribution to the Project Lead is not just with the basketball players. We have our journalism students, some cheerleaders. We have our girls basketball team, wrestling team also that are part of the Project Lead. And it's really powerful group because they help with conflict resolution. They're able to connect with certain students that we might not be able to reach. As being a coach, I just wish that adults can I guess put aside some of their emotional, personal differences and focus on the kids, because our kids need us right now. As I coach kids, I coach some kids that don't have parents in the home. I have to feed them and have to do different stuff. And I think that sometimes as adults, we get distracted with some personal feelings in the community and we lose focus on helping the kids and the children because they need us more so now than ever. And like my grandmama used to say, we used to ask her why she take care of kids so much. She said, because you never know when one of them is gonna have to give you a glass of water when you can't give it to yourself. So that's my focus, that we can just come together and take care of these kids and protect them and raise them in the right way and give them a goal to be a part of the foundation so they can come back and take care of the younger kids as well.
My name is Jeremiah Orange. I am in the 12th grade. I attend Lower Richland High School, and I am the point guard for Lower Richland Diamonds basketball team. The benefits I have received for being in Project Lead, it's really, you get to know more people, know the people in your community, know the people that came up before you, so they'll teach you how to do things and what not to do, and just how to better the community as me, as a 12th grader in the school. I want to attend UNC Charlotte, that's my dream college, and I want to major in accounting. And after that, I also cut hair, so I'm a barber on the side also. So while being an accountant, I want to have my own barber shop and be a master barber. Working with Richland County Sheriff Department, they really welcomed us in open arms, open doors. They really made us feel like we were them, we were home. It was, I'm not going to say surprisingly, but it was very welcoming. Being a part of Project Lead is very opening. If you want to be and help out your community, why not be a part of it? It's helping you, it's helping the community, and if you want to live in a better community, then why not be a part of Project Lead?
Everybody, this is Project Lead the Way. I am a student ambassador, and it's basically on trying to influence students to be better, not only for the school, but for yourself. We have student athletes and, everybody, and I feel like you should join it because you can actually make a difference. No matter what the idea is, it's never a bad idea. And also, everybody, we got some pretty good grades, guys. Make sure you keep it going.
Okay, so what kind of differences do you make? She gave me the side eye, really? Did y'all see that? Go ahead.
What kind of differences do I make?
Yes. Actually, can y'all stand further down stage so these folks can see? Because I feel like I'm blocking. There you go.
Personally?
Yeah, in this program.
Okay, the things we want to happen around here, based on discipline and how we want our school to be more known to others and not known for bad things, but more of the positive outcomes, and how we can actually make how we can make South Carolina, we can put South Carolina on the map.
Okay.
South Carolina.
I like it. What you got, sir?
Let me ask you a question. I got for you.
Anything you want. So I noticed that you have the project lead and student ambassador shirt. Are you a student ambassador?
Honestly, yes, I am.
Well, I would hate if you came over here and started lying.
No, I know, sure.
Okay. And how did you get to be a student ambassador?
So basically, my freshman year when I came here.
Can y'all hear him clearly? All right.
So basically, my freshman year when I came here, I had a lot of opportunities for clubs and all that stuff. They knew me from leadership from my middle school past year. So basically, when I came here, I got invited to the club, the leadership program, and all that. I was an athlete, a student athlete, I played football. So they invited me there. I tried it out. Yeah, it was cool. I liked it. I'm still in it.
All right, thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Did you watch the game last night?
Oh, yeah.
Did you
Big cheese, big cheese.
Okay, all right.
My name is Taquasia Gregg. I am in the 10th grade, and the school I go to is Lower Richland High School.
My name's Trishawn. I'm in 6th grade, and I go to Southeast Middle School.
During the holiday season, the Inspire group had the gingerbread competition.
One of my most favorite activities in the Inspire program is the gingerbread competition.
Well, it really wasn't a competition for real. It was just to like communicate and have fun with each other.
Because I got to build like a gingerbread house. It was like so fun. We were competing against each other and like we were like strategizing and stuff.
In the Inspire program, I would like to do more trips and explore more, like go to the museums and learn about history.
Everything about Inspire, it's really fun though. When I grow up, I would like to be a video gamer or like a coder.
My goals after high school and college is to work in the medical field, to become a registered nurse or a practitioner nurse. And the Aspiring program can help me like connect to nurses and shadow them on what they actually do in the nursing field. I think you should come and join the Aspiring program with me because it actually really helps you open up and communicate with more people and ask for help when needed. I thank the Lower Richland Alumni Foundation because they actually helped me get out of my comfort zone and my shy zone. It helped me communicate more and I learned a lot more skills.
Well, I would like to say that it's very fun and enjoyable, and it's also very educational too.
I'm Gene Washington, raised on Old Bluff Road, next to the National Monument. Went to Hopkins, and then Hopkins was turned into a junior high. Then we went to Lower Richland in 1972. I remember playing a little football. I remember, running track. But mostly I ran what they call invitational. You're in a league where you above high school and you're competing with college guys or you're competing with guys going to the Olympics. So that's where I worked when I was a senior at Lower Richland. Lower Richland was a stepping stone. Being able to, meet people, coaches, and entirely of a whole system and new coming, then that's when you really start blossoming. Most students, they very seldom come back home. They very seldom come back to their neighborhood, because of opportunities, I understand that. But still, very few players, kids, students come back to their neighborhood, and especially the rural areas, where I live or where we live. So it's more important to come back and spend time with the parents, grandparents, and then try to figure out how can you contribute back. I was notified by Miss Cheryl Harris, and a couple other people called me. And after thinking about it and the importance of it, and the connection of it, community, schools, alumni, then a light bulb have to come on where you find yourself back. Frankly, I had heard and read about the Lower Richland Alumni Association, first of all. On several projects. And in the back of my mind, I said, well, their name keep popping up. They're doing great things with the kids, community. So it all, already, they had, taken a hold and was doing great things. So when I was notified of it, then it all connected. But just hearing about the Lower Richland Alumni Association, it had already had captured a name. Just participating in with some kids, I call them kids because I'm one of the older ones. It was Sandra Showers and myself. It was Ernie Jackson before us. But to see kids come behind you did even greater things because it's a different time, on the journey. And they were all very successful that came from the same neighborhood, which was rare. And that made it even possible to be able to come together and do this, because of the importance of, what the mission was, to do that. So it was a great honor to meet the other players from this area that I've never met that came along after me and did greater things, as I said. After I got there, it was like first class. It was a first class operation to meet the guys, the players, wife, Mr. Patton, his wife was there. Being able to participate with that group and to identify with the Lower Richland Alumni Association and hopefully move that a little farther in growth, meant a lot. I'm working with the Washington Youth Farm. It's like a biofuel organic farming project that I started, wanting to do something other than sports. So I'm looking forward to working with, Lower Richland Alumni Association with that project.
My name is Sandra Cook. I am the founder of the ABBA Center and a pastor in the Eastover community area.
My name is Dwight Phillips. I'm a machine operator by trade. I reside in the Eastover community.
I'm Dwayne Johnson, and I'm a resident of Eastover. I have 2 grands that go over to the ABBA Center in Eastover.
I am a retired government employee. I've traveled with my husband for many years and was sent back to Eastover to begin an enrichment program in the community. I would like to thank the Lower Richland Alumni Foundation for inviting me to be a part of their foundation and having an impact with the children in the Eastover community. When I first spoke with one of the founders of the foundation, there has always been a heart for the children. And when they began to share with me what their vision was, and also me sharing with them my vision, I realized that we had the same vision, which was the heart of the children and making sure that the educational component of their lives would be impacted in a way that they will become not just children with greater learning, but they would also have the capacity to have other skills. The Lower Richland Alumni Foundation provided funding for the staff, for the teachers, and also they provided funding for the software in which we use for the children. The Lower Richland Foundation support allowed us to give the children confidence in their skills. I brought with me today Dwight Phillips, who is a single parent of 2 children that attended the ABBA Center, and also Dwayne Johnson, which is the grandparent of 2 of the children that attended the ABBA Center.
I'd like to thank the Lower Richland Alumni and the ABBA Center at the same time, because the resources they provided and the education, the backing, the spiritual backing, he has developed a sense of integrity. Not only that, but all the way to the smallest detail when it comes to academics, he's always making sure his grammar is perfect. He was a great student. However, he wasn't as meticulous as he is when it comes to studying. He didn't have the willpower to try to make sure he correct himself, that all his punctuation marks were perfect. I really like to thank these fine people for helping my kid.
My grands has been going over there ever since they was like 4 years old. They learned so much and so good to, when my granddaughter and son started like 1st grade, they was like ahead. They could have went on some of the 2nd grade level. And when the computers and everything came around and stuff like that, it made them so much better. They just in advance and making straight A's and stuff.
Hello, my name is Maxwell Davis, and I attended the ABBA Center summer camp. I learned most about the millions place value. Wow, that's a lot of zeros. I enjoyed most about the food, friendship, field trips, and teachers. I love you, Pastor Cook and Miss Harmon.
My name is Justin Rowe, and I attend the ABBA Center. What I learned a lot about this ABBA Center is that you can learn, you can have fun, you can do anything you want, but you gotta do your right.
My name is Taylor Teller. I attended the ABBA Center summer camp. I learned how to divide decimals, and I learned how to divide fractions. I enjoyed the field trips and the food, and I enjoyed the teaching. Thank you, Ms. Harmon, and thank you for
Apostle Cook, for all that you have done. I love you guys.
I would like to thank the Lower Richland Alumni Foundation again for supporting the Alba Center and partnering with the Alba Center. I stand here today to testify of the greatness that came out, not only for the Alba Center, but for the community of Eastover.
Don't ever let people make you think that you can't achieve or do things, because your zip code will never determine the direction that you want to go.
I am truly thankful for the opportunity to be a part of a community that blesses everyone in the community.
At the end of the day, it takes those who are going to be willing to sacrifice the time and the money to be a part of the foundation to bless those in our community.
The Lower Richland community has opened its arms to me and my family, and I'm just excited to see what God is going to do through you all and through us as we continue to work together and partner together.
All schools should have an alumni like Lower Richland's alumni. They really do support the students. They really do love the school.
This is only going to get better. And I thank them again. I thank you all for just allowing both Ms. Johnson and Mr. Dwight being a part of the center and entrusting us with their children, but more so the Alumni Foundation trusting us to do all that we can do.
I'm very excited about the grant that the Lower Richland Alumni Association got. I think it's going to make a great impact on young people and making good decisions. We're partnering with them. We're a major part of the training and the education that we're going to do with our young people. And Lower Richland Alumni Association is leading the way. So again, I think great things are going to come out of that grant. Appreciate Congressman Clyburn's input in helping getting that grant, and it's going to have a big change with young people and making good decisions and reduce violence, not only in the Lower Richland area, but throughout all of Richland County.
Just amazing things being done beyond the walls of the schools to let our students know, hey, you can get anywhere from here. You know, just because you're from Lower Richland and it's rural, it doesn't stop here for you, but it continues. Your success continues, because as a diamond, you are to continuously shine. And even if it looks like you've gotten a dull spot on it, you just polish it off and you keep on shining.